face.
One two one two one two one two one two.
Hello,
One
hello.
two one two. So if for any reason you need to turn down your microphone, this is you. And welcome everybody to University of Tampa Baseball doubleheader day here at UT as the Spartans will finish up their three-game series with the St. Leo Lions. Spartans winning last night 12-1, first game of Sunshine State Conference play. Spartans are now 9-0 on the year with the loss. St. Leo falls to 8-3. Hi everybody, Jack Ike along with Jackson Levine, and we will be bringing you the play-by-play on a beautiful day here in downtown Tampa. I see one cloud hiding behind a building off in the distance, but otherwise I think that's about it for that one. That's a rogue cloud floating around here. Spartans with a nice win yesterday. Robert Satin picking up the win, went 5 innings, did not allow any runs, runs his record to 4-0 on this season. He has not given up an earned run. He has an ERA of 0. We didn't want to bring it up during the game yesterday because you don't want to jinx him. But he has just been lights out for UT this year. And on the mound today is going to be B.J. Bailey for the Spartans. And we'll get his stats once the team takes the field. And they are taking the field. B.J. Bailey heading out to the mound. And he comes in with a 0.6 ERA, not too shabby on his own. 2-0 on the year. This will be his 4th appearance of the season. He's pitched 15 innings, given up 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 3, struck out 11. That's a nice ratio there. So the Spartans will be seeing if they can get their bats come alive. And Jackson, yesterday's game was one of the quietest 12-1 games I think I've ever seen.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was a pretty slow game, but excited to see what St. Leo could do today. Beautiful weather, not many clouds in the sky. You can see a little bit of wind in the right field with the flag, but great conditions today and a great day to play some baseball.
The reason it was a quiet game is there were no big bats. There were a couple triples in the game for Tampa,
right.
But St. Leo walked 13 Spartans. You do not give a team like Tampa 13 free bases and expect to have a chance at a game.
Yeah, you'd expect to see some sort of home run or something like that. But, a lot of walks yesterday.
There were 3 that I remember. There may have been 4 bases loaded walks. So you just let guys score.
Right.
And like I said, you do not let UT do that because they will take advantage of it. They're averaging a little more than 10 runs a game, and as I mentioned last night, that's got to be daunting to a team, an opposition, to think, we got to score at least 11 to have a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely intimidating. But they're just off to a super strong start and excited to see what they can do this season.
Starting lineup, leading off for St. Leo will be Thomas DeBrouwer. And DeBrouwer is a senior from Arkenny, Iowa. First pitch, hit out into center field, drifting back and making the catch on the very first pitch of the game. Got a hold of it well, but tracked down by Jordan Evans. Fairly deep. Wind is blowing, might blow balls to left field a little deeper. Again, we did not see any home runs last night. We had a triple that hit out by the national champion sign on one hop to the wall. And 2 pitches, another pop-up. Evans, and he's got 2 outs. We are 25 pitches away from a complete game. Ryan Crivello at the plate. Second in the conference in batting at over 500 right now. First pitch, strike. So Bailey, finally they didn't swing at one, but he put it right down the middle. The lefty winds and fires in the dirt. Tampa defensively has Joander Irigoyen behind the plate with Bailey on the mound. Walker Vanacek at first, Braden Woodburn at second, Luke Fiker at third, Jesse Ponce at short, Javi Soto in left, ground ball, that's foul, tracked down by Fiker. Jordan Evans, who we've mentioned twice already, is in center field, and Jake Brooks is in right. Spartans wearing the white pinstripe uniforms today. 1-2. Fouled off. Whoa, that chased the on-deck batter out of the way.
Almost got him there.
Just missed his kneecap. Dylan Moss. Bailey fires. Swing and a miss. Tag him, strikeout. So a couple fly balls for outs and a strikeout, and B.J. Bailey gets him out 1-2-3. Spartans will be coming to the plate. We head to the bottom of the first. Tampa coming up, no score for St. Leo right here on Tampa Spartans.
Four, three, two, one. Good.
Bottom of the first we go. Tampa coming to bat. On the mound for St. Leo is Colin Locke. And Locke comes in with a 4.3 ERA. He's 2-0 on the year. This is his fourth appearance, all starts. And he has pitched 14 2/3 innings, given up 12 hits, 7 runs. They're all earned. Walked 7, struck out 10. First batter he will face is Jesse Ponce. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Ponce comes in with a .310 batting average. Started all 9 games to this point in the season. 29 at-bats. Leads the team. Actually, Woodburn has 30 official at-bats. One more. That one's fouled off. Scored 14 runs. 9 hits on the year. And a couple home runs. There's one hit out into left field. Drifting a little bit to the right and making the catch in stride is Dylan Moss. So early in the game, we're giving the outfield some opportunities. Braden Woodburn to the plate. Spartans have 21 new players on the team this year, which is very high. They're back-to-back Division II champs. Turned over a lot of players last year, 21 new players.
Must be so appealing for transfers and high schoolers to come here.
Yep.
You know, you don't only have the beautiful weather, but you just have this dominant program that, you know, everyone...
Are you from the north?
I'm from the north. I'm from New Jersey.
You know all about
so
coming here.
I know all about it. Everyone wants to come down here now.
Yeah.
The amount of people I know just, you know, transferring down to Florida schools is just, it's insane.
Well, you look at the roster, and of the 21 new players, I totaled it up, there were about 4 freshmen, which is about typical for Joe to bring in about 3 to 4 to 5 freshmen. And then of the remaining 17 or so, about half are junior college transfers.
Okay.
And half are D1 players who just want to find some playing time.
Right.
That one's hit out into left field, driving Moss a little bit deeper. He's near the warning track and makes the catch and bumps up against the wall. A long fly ball by Woodburn, but just an out. I was explaining to people that the junior college baseball program in Florida is huge.
Right.
And it's tough.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
And here's why. If you think you're good enough to play Major League Baseball, you might get drafted out of high school. They can draft you out of high school.
Right.
If you don't get drafted out of high school and you pick to go to a four-year school like UT or Miami or someplace, you cannot be drafted until after your junior year.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that,
if
actually.
you commit, you're stuck for 3 years.
Right.
If you go to a JUCO, you can be picked after your freshman year, after your sophomore year, anytime.
Okay.
So you go to the JUCO if you think you're a prospect.
Right.
Make your decision there.
Because then you can just,
after
if you
your
wanna...
2 years, step up and you can get drafted the next year.
Right. I like that.
And so that's why JUCO is such a big system down here.
Yeah.
Because the prospects say, I want to see what happens.
Right. No, it's smart to do the JUCO route. I really respect, players that do that.
And that's where Joe finds players who have 2 years later looking for another school. Center fielder Jordan Evans at the plate, sporting a .378 batting average. Tampa 9-0 on the year. Strike three call and a quick 1-2-3 inning, similar to what happened with Tampa. A couple fly balls caught and a strikeout to end the inning. We played one, no score. We'll head to the second right here on Tampa Spartans.
Three, two, one.
Top of the second we go. B.J. Bailey back on the bump for the Spartans. Had a couple flyouts to Jordan Evans and a strikeout to end the inning. Sunshine State Conference started conference play yesterday. Jackson, you've got results from last night?
Yep. So we had a lot of games yesterday for the conference. We had Rollins play Florida Southern, which they beat them 9-5. Tampa and St. Leo, 12-1 Tampa. We had Barry play Nova Southeastern, pretty low-scoring game, 2-0. Embry-Riddle and Eckerd played yesterday. Embry taking away the win, 6-5. And then Palm Beach Atlantic and Florida Tech, which was a pretty high-scoring game, 18-6.
Wow.
So those were some of the games yesterday.
So we're one game into the season, and Tampa, Barry, Florida Tech, Rollins, Embry-Riddle tied for first.
Yep.
Now, there's 11 teams in the conference, so one team does not play conference. Lynn gets the weekend off from conference play.
Oh, okay.
They are playing this weekend against Georgian Court. Ground ball. Oh, nice job by Fiker to throw. In time. Great play at third.
Georgian Court, okay.
Georgian Court, I have no
It's a
idea.
school in New Jersey,
You know that
actually.
school? Okay.
It's a smaller school in New Jersey.
Okay. One thing you'll find this time of year is Tampa will play a fair amount of schools from the north.
Right.
Because they want to come down here and get some games in.
Yeah.
And they kind of tour. You'll see they're at Tampa for a couple days, and they're over at Rollins for a couple days, or St. Leo.
Yeah, it's a
They hit
feeling
the
to come
circuit.
down here, play some baseball.
And they usually get a good crowd because all the parents say, hey, I'll go to Florida and watch you.
Right.
Ball a little bit high. This is Camden Jansen at the plate. Ground ball goes through the hole between first and second. There's the first hit of the game.
Finds a nice gap there.
Yeah. So Bailey will now pitch with a runner on. Pretty nice crowd here today. Perfect Saturday to watch baseball. Amai Rivera Martinez at the plate. Popped up. Foul territory. Fiker backing up. Makes the catch. Nice running catch. That's a really tough play for a third baseman to make. If the shortstop can get there or the left fielder, it's an easier play.
It's a tricky one, especially with the sun, and you know, you're probably losing that ball. You know.
Yeah, as we said, no clouds, so you have. One thing with clouds, they give you a little depth perception, but here he might have been looking straight up into the sun.
Yeah.
And he still made the catch. 2 down, man on first. Brings up Ryan Jackson. Throw to first, close. Bailey in the stretch. Again goes. This time he gives him the A move. He was ready. And the pitch. Tapped right back to Bailey. Irigoyen actually gets it. Fires to first. Inning is over. Gives up a base hit. Strands him at first. We played an inning and a half. No score. Tampa coming up to bat in the bottom of the second. Right after this on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the second inning we go. Colin Locke out for inning number 2 for St. Leo. St. Leo lost the first game of the season and then ran off a 7-game winning streak. Went to 8-2. Lost last night, first game of conference play. But, Jackson, we're seeing a couple of the best teams at the plate and on the mound so far this weekend.
Yeah, so St. Leo and Tampa are both leading in batting averages, with St. Leo batting .357 average and Tampa .341. So those are just spectacular numbers. Excited to see if they can keep that average high throughout the season. And then pitching stats too. They're leading with Tampa and St. Leo. Yeah, they're both leading that too. So it's cool to see two really dominant teams playing each other.
So the top 2 teams in hitting and the top 2 teams in pitching. The ball outside. Irigoyen. St. Leo's downfall last night, it was a 12-1 win for Tampa. 13 walks. Irigoyen with a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, those walks really killed St. Leo. And, it just, once you get into the pattern of walking people, it's like, it gets tricky to get out of that.
Check swing. Did not go around. Ground ball to third. Jackson across for the out. Jake Books now coming to the plate, 370 batting average. Looks at one just a little outside. Fouls that one off. Books, one of the aforementioned new players, came from Coastal Carolina. He's from Rogersford, Pennsylvania. So one of the D1 players looking for some playing time. Just a junior. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. So Locke with another K.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to look at the roster and see all the previous schools that they were at.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a lot of them are at the JUCOs or at the D1s, and
there's only a few where they list a high school,
right?
Previous school.
You don't see that much.
Maybe 7 or 8, maybe. 4 freshmen this year, but then there's still some sophomores, juniors who prepped and came here. The ball outside. Vanacek at the plate.
A little bit outside there.
Vanacek, one of the new ones from Riverview, Florida. State College of Florida. That's a JUCO coming here. Swing and a miss. 3-2 pitch coming up. Ooh, looked pretty good. And it got a walk.
Yeah. A
was
little bit outside there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess he wanted that outside corner.
I wasn't sure if he was getting ready to run to first or walk back to the dugout.
Yeah.
Both kind of in waiting. First base runner for Tampa. And now to the plate is Gunnett Carlson. Also a transfer in from Rice, though he's familiar with the area. He's from Tampa, Berkeley Prep. That ball gets away, but not far enough on the toss over. Vanacek stays. 2 outs, man on first. Tell you, look at Carlson coming from Berkeley Prep. You'll also notice if you see high schools, a lot of them from the Tampa area. This area produces some phenomenal baseball players. Oh, 2 outside. Locke fires, just missing outside. My broadcast partner from last night, Landon Wise, is going to be about 200 yards away from us pretty soon. He runs on the track team. First meet of the year, Jackson is also on the track team, but he doesn't run till, I think he said midnight.
Yeah, I'm going late tonight because I'm doing the 5K, and they like to kind of push that back to, when the temperatures cool off a little bit since it's a longer race.
Fouled off. This is the first meet of the year?
First meet of the year.
Okay.
Should be a good one. We got, some teams coming in from the Sunshine State Conference.
Okay.
Conditions are great. Not too windy today, which is always good. And, it should be a good one.
Yeah.
We're excited to kick things off.
Starts at 4. There's a swing and a miss. Ends the inning. Runner stranded at first. We played 2 quick innings. No score. Tampa St. Leo on 10.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We keep cruising along. We are into inning number 3 of a scoreless baseball game. We had a pitcher's duel last night for about 4 innings. Robert Satin and Franklin Howard. And then the Spartans in the 4th hit them for 5 runs. And that's when everything just caved in on St. Leo.
Noah Delgado batting .207 on the year. Just a freshman. We'll see what he can do.
He was the only freshman in the lineup yesterday as well. Bailey quickly ahead 0-2. They're playing him straight away.
It's got to be tough being the only freshman in the lineup. A little intimidating with
3 pitches,
all the seniors.
and he's down. Well, I talked to Josh Keim yesterday. He's in his 2nd year as the head coach at St. Leo, and he said the program was struggling when he came in. He said, we're rebuilding. He said, Tampa reloads. We're rebuilding.
Right.
And so even though it still looks like he has a fair amount of upperclassmen starting, he said, we are trying to build from within.
It's a good mindset to have.
They had the 7-game win streak. They were getting some region recognition. They were picked 8th in the conference in the preseason poll out of the 11 teams. Ball a little bit low. In that preseason poll, Tampa got the first place vote, ended up with 99 points, got the first place vote of 9. There's a ball hit out into left field. Coming in and making the catch is Javi Soto. 9 of the coaches picked Tampa to win it. 2 of them gave Florida Southern first place votes. So it's Tampa, Florida Southern, well ahead of the pack, followed by Rollins, Lynn, Nova Southeastern are your top 5, followed by Berry and Florida Tech tied for 6th, Embry-Riddle 8th, St. Leo 9, Palm Beach Atlantic 10, and Eckerd is 11. That's preseason poll. Tampa, of course, 2-time defending NCAA D2 champs. Ground ball, diving, but it gets past. And Brower, back to the top of the order, gets a base hit. Second hit of the day for St. Leo. So 2 out, Rios to the plate. Brower.
I'm interested to see if St. Leo is a little bit more aggressive on the bases today.
Yeah, I was just looking at
yesterday.
DeBrouwer, 6 stolen bases in 7 attempts, so he will run. Dylan Moss, 8 for 8 this year, is the most. There's a fly ball hit out toward Evans, falls in, 2 outs, so runners moving, and DeBrouwer slides into third on the base hit. So runners at the corners with 2 out. And Cravello hitting .548 to the plate. First pitch from Bailey, bends it in, calls strike. Ground ball foul. Spartans are already 9 games into the season. Spring training, which is alive and well around here, I don't think they've started playing yet. I think they start this coming week. They've reported to duty, but they haven't any official spring training games yet. Big business down here. Got the Yankees a couple miles from here. The Phillies are over in Clearwater. The Blue Jays are in Dunedin. Quite a few years ago, the Tampa back-to-back seasons. That was one hit out into right field. Going back, making a nice running catch is Brooks to end the inning. I'll pick up my story when we come back. Tampa Spartans. Bottom of the third we go, still no score. I was telling a story at the end of the inning about spring training starting. About 10 years ago now, 2 seasons in a row, the Spartans, at about this time of year, just before conference play started, played the Philadelphia Phillies. And the first year they played them, they beat them.
I think I remember hearing about that.
And grand slam home run in the 7th was the winning run. And I was privileged to do the broadcast of that game. That was fun to do over in Clearwater. Next year they played them again. The Phillies did not forget that they lost to a Division II team and just hammered the Spartans.
Really? What was the score for that game?
I have to look it up, but I think it had to be like 13-2, something like that.
Yeah, it just shows how dominant we are.
The one thing that you'll see, though, this time of year in spring training is like the Phillies did not. I don't think they played any starters who would be in the majors.
Right.
They played, but they were still pros.
Yeah, I mean, they're
AAA guys hoping to make the team. Some reserves, so they're pros.
Right. It's still very impressive that the Spartans, were able to win that.
Now that Phillies team went on to lose 100 games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Look out. But it was still fun. Javi Soto at the plate. Strike call. 3-2.
Kind of interested. He was just kind of standing there. It didn't really look like.
Almost taking it on 3-1.
Yeah.
That's not usually a pitch you take. And fouls that one back off the catcher's mask and up toward us. Ooh, that's the way to get a walk. Ducks out of the way. And Soto will head to first. Luke Fiker now coming to the plate. Shortstop. Showed bunt, pulls it back. Soto, not a base-stealing threat. Has no stolen bases, has not attempted any. Again, Fiker shows bunt, pulls it back. It's 2-0. Top of the order, Jesse Ponce due up next. Pulls it away, ball 3.
Looks like he really wants that bunt.
Joe's playing a little small ball, just trying to move him. Now on 3-0, I think you show bunt and see maybe take. And he walked him on 4 pitches. So the Spartans have runners at first and second.
There comes Coach.
Well, that's back-to-back walks, so he's not happy with that. Yeah, 2 walks to start an inning is not what you wanted.
Yeah.
Especially when it takes you to the top of the order. That was the 8-9 hitter. Ponce to the plate. He flew out to left field his first time up. And they chase him back. Soto back to second, trying to hold him, shorten the lead as much as they can. That's Crivello, the shortstop, trying to sneak behind. And Ponce showing bunt. Ball outside. That is 6 balls in a row now. Actually, more than that, 7, because he walked the hitter before Fiker. This time he gets the bunt down. It's a good one. Oh, just rolls foul. Tried to hug the line. Just went a little bit foul. Ponce, another one of the players who transferred in here from Northern Oklahoma. Also played at University of Texas San Antonio. He's from Texas, a junior. The pitch shows bunt again. This time gets it down. It's going to be fair. This is going to be a close play at first. He beat it out. Didn't even get a throw, and the bases are loaded. So he wanted to move the runners. He wasn't trying to bunt for a hit. He was showing it all the way.
Sometimes those bunts can take a weird hop, and it's just hard to get there in time and make that play.
He put it in just the perfect spot. It was too far for the catcher to make the play.
It was perfectly placed, that bunt.
So now the bases are loaded, and here's Braden Woodburn. So a walk, and a bunt single have loaded the bases with no out here in the bottom of the third. Leadoff walks will kill you. Woodburn sees a ball. That looks good. Strike call. I was telling Landon yesterday there's an old coach's tale that a leadoff walk will score 2/3 of the time.
Yeah.
That it's devastating, which is a fallacy because it scores 1/3 of the time.
Right.
Just like any other way you get on base to lead off an inning.
Yeah.
But they try to tell you that to make you fear giving up a walk.
Right.
Make them earn their way to base.
Yeah.
So no matter whether it's a base hit batter, balk, error, they all score about 1/3 of the time, which are pretty good odds.
Yeah, that
if
is
you get
pretty
on
good odds.
to lead off an inning, there's a good chance you're going to score 1 and 3. In the dirt, doesn't get away far enough. Into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ground ball shot foul. Locke back in the stretch. 3-2 pitch. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. That's got to be frustrating for a pitcher. You got the bases loaded, a 3-2 pitch, you give him your best, and he fouls it off, so you have to do it again.
Yep. And no outs, so.
Yeah. Popped up. That might be playable. Ranging over. And I think he made the catch, yes.
Yep, made that catch. That's a tough one.
So they got one down.
Center fielder, 13,
Jordan Evans now to the plate. Base is still full. First pitch a little bit high. Went swinging at one outside, strike one, I should say, 1-1. Soto on third, Fiker on second, Ponce on first, Jordan Evans at the plate. 1-1 pitch. Up the middle, that's going to drop down. Spartans are going to get on the board. One run is in. Joe sending the second runner in, sliding to second with a double. Is Evans, and the Spartans are on top 2-0. Runners now second and third.
Great base hit. Exactly what they needed.
Just drop that between right and center field. Brings up Irigoyen now with a chance to add to that lead. And I think he went around. Yeah, he did.
Little half swing there.
Yeah. That one gets away. That might score a run. Chasing across the plate is Ponce, and he stands up as he crosses. That one, Locke bounced well in front of the plate, and it just bounced over Rios, the catcher, went all the way to the backstop. Remember the game a couple years ago before they put up some padding on the brick wall there, and it wild pitch, man on third, it hit the wall and just went right back to the plate. It didn't die. That one's hit, catch, tag, score. Spartans are up 4-0.
Yeah, it's good they have that padding there now.
It deadened it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was so funny because it was obviously a wild pitch. Should have scored a runner, and it just bounced right to the plate, and the catcher just picked it up and made the tag.
Right.
This will bring Jake Books to the plate. Now the bases are clear. Actually, it's 3-0. Is that right? 4-0. They only have 3. There we go.
Yeah.
Mike, I did this last night. Am I missing something?
Yeah.
And then the scoreboard corrects itself.
Yeah.
4-0. Yes.
4-0.
Ball inside. Kind of trust my instincts there. Foul back. So Tampa loaded the bases with no out. All those runners scored on a double, and then the double scored, and that's where we stand. Two, down low, full count again. Fouled back. It's the first game of a doubleheader. Second game scheduled around 4. That one is hit deep. That may be gone. Books waits, watches, and he'll round the bases. Five to nothing Tampa as Jake Books just clubbed one, his second home run of the season, And that was a no-doubter.
Great hit for Brooks. Looks like we're getting a pitching change.
Got a pitching change. Yep, 14th home run of the season for Tampa. And that'll bring about a pitching change. Tampa had a 5 spot in the 4th inning last night. Now a 5 spot here in the 3rd inning. And that'll take care of Colin Locke for St. Leo. We'll take a look, see who's coming in.
$35 or $36.
Okay.
Two, one. Good.
So coming in to be the relief pitcher for St. Leo is Parker Honstock, number 36. This will be his 4th appearance of the year. 2-0 record. All in relief. Pitched 13 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, walked 7, struck out 12. And he will face Walker Vanacek first baseman for Tampa. Tampa with 5 runs here in the 3rd. Run number 5 on Jake Book's home run over the right field wall. Two balls, 1 strike. Three and one now. Three-one pitch with 2 outs. Popped up. Playable.
High one.
Rios behind the plate. Waits. Makes the catch. He hung with that one. Again, that was one straight up
there.
Probably into the sun. Nice job by Rios. That'll end the inning, but the Spartans come up with 5 runs, 3 hits, one of them a home run. And at the end of 3, Tampa 5,
All right, 3, 2, 1.
B.J. Bailey on for inning number 4 for Tampa. Now has a 5-0 lead.
Leading off top of the fourth inning for St. Leo, left fielder number 5, Dylan Mass.
Dylan Mass now to the plate.
Dylan Mass batting .395 on the year.
Right up the middle. Bailey tried to swing the glove around, but to no avail, and a base hit for Mass.
Finds a nice gap on that one.
Batting designated hitter, number 7, Camden Jansen.
Brings up Camden Jansen. First pitch a little bit high. That one's a little bit inside. So 2-0. Bailey looks in. And that one's fouled back. Bailey so far, we said this is his 4th appearance of the year. This is his 3rd start. So in 4 appearances, pitched 15 innings coming into this game. Popped up. Coming in is Books. And the right fielder makes the catch. So 1 down, 1 on.
First baseman number 25, Amani Rivera Martinez.
Brings up Rivera Martinez. Lefty to lefty, first pitch a little bit outside. One 0 pitch. Ball high, 2-0. And a little bit low, 3-0. Into the stretch, 3-0, man on first. That one's right down Main Street, 3-1. That one misses outside, ball 4. So now runners at first and second with 1 out.
Now batting third baseman number 10, Ryan Jackson.
So far on the day, St. Leo no runs, 4 hits. They've left 3. This is the first time they've advanced someone to scoring position. First pitch to Ryan Jackson is a strike. That's ball outside. 1-1. One. Hit out into left field's curving foul. One hops to the wall. One hopped over the wall. So he's ahead of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson comes back to the batter's box. And the 1-2. Went up high for that one. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Bailey. That's his 3rd strikeout versus 1 walk. 4th strikeout, I should say. They haven't put it up there yet. So now 2 down. Noah Delgado at the plate, and he looks at a strike.
Clips the outside corner on that one.
Oh, 1 pitch. You were talking about hitting the outside corner. I saw this video the other day of a woman who was a college softball pitcher. In her practice routine, off-season routine, she'd put bricks right down the center of the plate and have them at home plate. And so she would have to pitch the corners to learn how to pitch.
Yeah, that's a good way to do
and
it.
if she threw it down the middle, she'd hit the bricks.
Right, that's how you learn.
Yeah, and she was one of the best. Two balls, 1 strike. A little bit low, 3-1. Delgado may be taking on this one. See if they can load the bases. Three-one on the way with 2 out. Fouled off, full count. And the 3-2 pitch. Runners will be going with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Up the middle, that's going to bring a run in. That's going to be in the gap to left center. Chasing it down is Soto. Throws it in. Runner going to score all the way from first to throw to the plate. He slides in safely, and it's a 5-2 game.
That was a great hit.
Found the gap in left center. Soto finally tracked it down almost to the warning track. Close play at the plate, but the runner from first running with 2 outs, able to get all the way around, and that'll be a double for Delgado. And that will bring on a visit from Sam Militello, pitching coach for Tampa. I don't think anybody is warming up in the bullpen for Tampa. A couple years ago, like we can see the St. Leo bullpen. A couple years ago, before they put in the turf, the Tampa bullpen was same place, left field line, and you could see anybody warming up.
Right.
But when they put the turf down, they put the warm-ups for relief pitchers behind the fence and put a barricade up so you can't see who's warming up.
That's actually interesting.
Which is
I didn't even notice
a strategy.
I like that, actually.
Kind of a strategy so that the other Tampa can see who's warming up here,
Right.
but you can't see who's warming up there.
Yeah, that's smart of them to do.
Because you can kind of notice there's a big open space down the line there that used to have the bullpen. Tap foul. Roberto Odor. So the only thing I try to do is see if I see a ball being tossed back and forth. I can never tell who it is.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Doesn't look like there's anyone in there right now,
I don't
but
see anything going on.
who knows?
That one's hit. Left field coming in is Soto, and he makes a catch on the run to end the inning. So they pick up a couple, but that's it. We played 3.5. Tampa on top, 5-2 over St. Leo. We'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
5-2 Tampa on top as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The women's softball team is playing at St. Leo, and they're in the top of the third inning. The women are on top 3-0 in that game. Basketball this weekend. Women's and men's team are at Florida Southern, making the bus ride over to Lakeland. Big games for both those teams. They're both on winning streaks. And, of course, we've been talking about the track meet.
Yep. A lot of good teams coming today for that track meet.
Yeah, how many? Like 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, I think maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
5 or 6 teams coming. A lot of different events for that, so should be a good day.
Warm day, but
Yeah.
it's early. Wait till
Yeah.
till May.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, the heat gets you in a race, but I mean it's nice. Some
Is that why they
races,
made it like a 4 o'clock start, just to let the
Yeah.
sun work
Yeah.
its way a little bit?
And a lot of those longer races they push back later
Okay.
when it cools off.
Are you running the longest race? Is 5K the longest?
5K is the longest.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll have a 10K.
Which is 3.1
3.1.
miles.
Yep. So 12 and a half laps around the track.
Wow. I never ran track competitively, but I did some fun runs and
Yeah,
stuff like that. I
there you
did a
go.
5K up in Wisconsin and knew I was in trouble when a woman pushing a stroller passed me.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm like, come on.
Right. That's when you got to just start pushing it. You got to just.
And Spartans pick up a leadoff walk.
Batting number 20, Javi Soto.
Left fielder Javi Soto to the plate.
A little bit outside there.
Popped up, out of play. One pitch with a man on first. Off speed, doesn't get into the zone. 2-1. Hohenstock, Parker Hohenstock on the mound. There's one fouled back. Hohenstock in relief of Colin Locke. Off speed again, and Soto able to stay alive, just tipping it foul. Inside. 3-2 now. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. One hop it, and he's in safely.
Looks like he almost had him there.
Yeah, it was close. The ball.
Couldn't really find the ball there.
Yeah, the ball, if he put it on the bag, they might have had him, but
Yeah.
he had to catch it in front of the bag.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're keeping score at home, that was a leadoff walk to start
Right.
the inning.
Yeah.
Now Coach Keim is out talking to the umpire. I'm not sure what the issue is. It was a strike 3 on Soto. So they were trying for the strike him out, throw him out, but didn't get to throw him out. Fiker now at the plate, third baseman, pops up, out of play. If you look around this ballpark, if you've watched these games for years, I mean, we've got the fence in the outfield with the yellow bar for a home run, but you'll see netting all around the park, about 100-foot high poles encircle this whole ballpark. We're right in the middle of downtown, and we've got a major road on the left sideline. We've got a dorm on the right side, and we've got some dorms and power plant out in the outfield. So they're trying to do their best to keep balls in play.
Yeah, it's important to have that netting.
I've heard many a car squealing out on Cass Street on a foul ball that just about hits a car. There have been many a time when I've seen a ball bounce off the dorm down right field. Ground ball. They're going to third, and they've got him. Heads-up play by Crivello there. Got the lead runner. Carlson was running on contact. I don't know if you... That'd be a tough one to stay.
Yeah.
So that's a fielder's choice. And Fiker now at first with 2 outs. Ponce to the plate, third at bat already, and we're in the fourth. Throw over, nothing. Strike call, inside corner. Ponce got on last time. He had runners at first and second, showed bunt just to move the runners. The ball was so perfectly placed, he beat it out for the hit. Runner goes, fouled off, hit and run, but he'll have to come back. I think that's the first hit and run we've seen this weekend. Oh, 2 pitch. Runner goes again. Ball low. Throw down to second. He's going to beat it out. He's on second now in scoring position.
Looks like the catcher bobbled that ball a little bit.
Catcher had to take that one on one hop, which just threw the timing off. And Fiker now at second base. Ball high, 2-2. Hohenstock has the sign and fires. Popped up, heading out into right field, coming in. Second baseman, though, makes the call and makes the catch. Odor, fairly deep in right field for a second baseman. Ends the inning. Spartans do not score. We played 4 full. Tampa 5, St. Leo 2.
1. Okay.
B.J. Bailey out for the 5th inning, holding on to a 5-2 lead now. He will face the top of the order, DeBrouwer, Rios, Crivello.
Pitch count's still pretty low for Bailey.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll see him out there for
44 pitches.
Yep.
Which is only 11 pitches an inning.
Yeah.
Walked 1, struck out 3. Ball a little bit high. 2-0. Just missing outside, 3-0. Bailey looking for a strike. Finds it. 3-1. Three one on the way. Strike 2. He's got it full. Full count pitch. Missed outside, though. Walked him on the full count. So DeBrouwer gets a pass.
Now batting, pitcher number 1, Abraham Rios.
Brings Rios to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Strike call. You know, I've noticed over the years now, and I see it with Tampa pitchers, nobody really does a windup anymore.
Right.
When nobody's on base.
Yeah.
Everybody's out of the stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, that used to be, everybody did that. You did a windup, there's a foul ball, and making Vanacek strides over and makes a fairly easy catch.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they don't do the full wind up.
From what I've heard,
I don't really know why that is.
what I've heard is then you only have to learn one pitching motion.
Right.
You don't have to learn to, however, to adjust your pitches when you're striding forward from a windup versus a stretch.
Right.
I don't think you necessarily get any more velocity by winding up. It's just the way it was.
Yeah.
But every level you'll see it. And the pitch outside. Irigoyen with a nice stab at it. Outside again. 2-0.
Looks like he's struggling to find that zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of just keeps hitting that outside corner.
Down the strike zone, fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, man on first. 5-2 lead for Tampa. Popped up. Maybe in play. Vanacek giving chase.
Ooh.
And just out of his reach. Went sliding down into the St. Leo bullpen.
Yeah, it's a tough one to get to.
Definitely. So now it's a 2-2 count. DeBrouwer, pretty short lead. Tap foul. DeBrouwer, potential base stealing threat. Safely 6 times in 7 tries. Goes to first. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. 2 down.
Got him on that off-speed pitch.
All right, left fielder number 5, Dylan Mass.
So it brings Dylan Mass to the plate. He's grounded out and got a base hit and scored last inning. And falls behind 0-1. That one out into left field. Does it stay fair? It is curving foul. Soto gave chase. And the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes. Tap foul, hit and run. He'll have to come back. So now it stays an 0-2 count. Bailey now leans in, gets the sign. Up the middle, that's going to fall in for a hit. Fielded on one hop by Evans, tosses it in, but runner's now first and second with 2 out.
Now batting designated hitter number 7, Camden Jansen.
DH Camden Jansen now to the plate. He represents the tying run. He has no home runs this year, though. 4 doubles and a triple. Ground ball. Knocked down with his hand was Bailey. Still, the ball made it out to Woodburn, who tosses over to first, and the Spartans get out of the inning. St. Leo leaves a couple. Nothing scores. We played 4.5 now. It's still 5-2 Tampa on top. Spartans come.
Three, two, one.
Braden Woodburn will lead off for Tampa as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 Spartans on top. Tampa 5 runs, 3 hits. They've left 2. St. Leo 2 runs, 6 hits. Homestock on the mound for St. Leo. Tampa has been the beneficiary of 4 walks by the St. Leo pitchers. Struck out 4 times. Woodburn now at the plate. Looks at one a little bit inside. Looks at one outside. Umpires for today's game, same umpires as we had yesterday. They just flip-flopped assignments. Behind the plate, Miguel Rivera Cruz. On the bases, Gary Glover. And they'll flip-flop assignments for the second game today. 3 balls, 1 strike. Woodburn taking all the way there. That one's going to get down for a base hit, maybe more. Into left center, Woodburn rounds first, heading to second, and he's going to cruise in with a stand-up double. Well-placed ball by Braden Woodburn, and the Spartans have the leadoff man on second. That's about the 3rd ball we've seen hit into that same spot.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
led to doubles.
they placed that ball there a lot.
Brings Jordan Evans to the plate. Crivello going to try to hold Woodburn close. He gets down a bunt, and he bunts foul. Not sure if he was bunting for a hit or to move a runner. We'll see what happens on the second pitch. 0-1 pitch from Homestock. Ground ball gets through. That should score the run. Here comes Woodburn around third. He will score standing up, and the Spartans lead 6-2.
Great hit. Found a nice gap there.
That one had eyes as it got over Jackson's outstretched arm at third base. So now 6-2 lead, and Irigoyen to the plate. No outs, man on first. Runner goes. Throw down to second. In safely, another stolen base. That is the Spartans came into the game with 13 stolen bases. It only been caught once. Runner going again. This time a throw to third and in safely as Jordan Evans just swiping bases. I think he's running off the pitcher's motion.
Looks like we're going to see the Spartans be a little bit more aggressive on the bases.
Mm-hmm.
The game's a little bit closer than what they're used to typically.
Plus, that way it takes away having to sacrifice bunt him over.
Right.
Now he can swing away, and he's even closer. Good stop by Rios. Ball a little bit low. 3-1. Books is on deck waiting. And he walked him. So runners now at first and third with nobody out, and Books coming to the plate.
Now batting right fielder number 12, Jake Walks.
And a visit to the mound first.
Looks like we got someone warming up in there.
There is somebody throwing. Don't know if they just got up and need some time. We'll see what Josh Keim does here. Looks like just a strategy visit. Spartans hosting St. Leo this weekend. Next weekend, well actually next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, they will be at Savannah State. So a midweek game. Next weekend, Sunshine State Conference play. They are at Lynn Friday. Single game, doubleheader on Saturday. Then, believe it or not, we move into March and will be a midweek game at Valdosta State on a Tuesday, March 3rd. And then on the road again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, March 6, 7, 8 at Georgia Southwestern. Spartans will keep out of SSC play when they finally return home on March 13, 14, 15. They will host Davenport. Actually, they've got them listed as a 4-game series. Friday night, doubleheader Saturday, single game Sunday. Books waits on the 2-0 count, throw over. Ball a little bit low. Davenport University is from Michigan, not Davenport, Iowa. Grand Rapids, Michigan. And the walk will load the bases.
Looks like they're bringing in the new pitcher now.
Second visit, it's got to pull him. And by the way, they're now in the bottom of the fourth. Tampa leading St. Leo 3-0 in softball up at St. Leo. We have a new pitcher coming in.
It's a tough position to be in for St. Leo. Bases loaded, no outs.
Yeah. Here, son. Yeah. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Do your job.
It's a tough position to get out of.
Why don't we take a break while he warms up?
3, 2, 1.
So we have a new pitcher in. It's Jackson Wohlers. And his first batter will be Walker Vanacek. And as we said, your task, son, is bases loaded, nobody out.
We'll see
Get
if
us
he can
out of
get
the jam.
this position. Yeah.
And he's now behind 2-0. They had 3 bases loaded walks last night, which did not help the cause out of the 13 walks. Swing and a miss that time. Two balls, one strike. That one is hit high in the air, fairly deep, going to left field. Way back, grand slam, home run, Walker Vanacek. That one was as high as it was deep, but he'll round the bases, and the Spartans take a 10-2 lead. I tell you what, Jackson, that ball, I didn't know if it was going to get out because it was so high.
I wasn't sure either. I couldn't really see it. But it's
Mass just kept going back and eventually ran out of room. Grand slam, and it's 10-2.
Yeah, it's got to be so demotivating for Wohlers. Just
Yeah, the first batter you face, one of the first pitches, out of here. That's already no, that's just a second home run for Vanacek, but it's a granny. Give him 12 RBI on the year now. Inside. Did that hit him?
I think it just clipped him. Yeah.
Okay. So an inauspicious start for Jackson Wohlers. Brings Soto to the plate. Wohlers came in with an 0-2 record. This is his 6th appearance of the year, all in relief. 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs all earned, walked 2, struck out 5, ERA of 11.25. ERA will go up. Strike call. Tampa averages 10 runs a game. They've got it. And we're halfway through. Tap foul. Yesterday, no home runs. Today, we've seen 2. Books and Vanacek. 1 to right, 1 to left. Ball inside. Two. Just missing. 3-2.
Yeah, that pitch looked to be pretty good on the live stream, but I guess it just missed the zone.
Tap foul. Wohlers sets, fires. Fouled. Tell you, these St. Leo pitchers do not waste a lot of time between pitches.
Yeah, he gets right to it. And a little bit of an interesting pitching motion. It's like kind of like a half sidearm.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And that hits him in the back. So now that puts a runner on first and second. So Wohlers has not put out the fire. Gives up a grand slam, then a walk, and now a hit by pitch. And we still have no outs.
Yeah. This is going to be tough to get out of. Looks like we got another pitcher in the bullpen.
Luke Fiker now at the plate. He walked his first time up. Reached on a fielder's choice. Back in the fourth. And base hit. That will probably load the bases. It does. Joe holds the runner. So Gunnett, Carlson will stay at third. Soto at second, and Fiker at first, and Ponce back to the top of the order for Tampa. Ball outside. One thing that's interesting but kind of typical of UT baseball, they have more runs than hits. Typically it's the other way around,
right.
But they tend to get a lot of runners on via walk, error, hit by pitch, and then they just move them around.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
One ball, one strike. Ponce. 2-1. Jackson, we checked the temp. It's 84 degrees. You said that's a little warm to run 3.1 miles.
A little warm, but luckily we're running later tonight, so it'll cool off a bit.
We checked. It's going to be about 67 when you run. Is
that's like ideal?
Is that good?
That's good. That's perfect. You don't want it to be too cold because then your muscles like tense up a little bit. But 67 is like perfect.
It's going to be like 55 Monday and Tuesday.
I know.
And here is another bases-loaded walk. So Wohlers has struggled in his relief appearance.
Yeah, this week has been really nice with the weather, but it'll be good that it's cooling off next week.
So since coming in, Wohlers has given up a grand slam, a walk, a hit by pitch, a single, and a walk. And now Braden Woodburn at the plate, always a tough out. He doubled his last time up and scored. He drilled one in the gap in left center. This time, scooping it up at first, they get one. No chance for a relay. Run scores, and it is now 11-2. And Josh Keim coming out again. And he signals to the bullpen. So that will be the end of the day for Jackson Wohlers. Gets just one out. Will step out and five minutes long. Yeah. Ricky Odette coming in to pitch for St. Leo. He pitched last night and is back on the mound again this afternoon. They've had to use a lot of pitchers. Odette, this will be appearance number 5 this season, all in relief. There's a little blooper. Is it going to fall? It does. A little seeing eye single brings in another run. And they kind of got a little lackadaisical in the outfield. And scooting over to second base was Jordan Evans. Fiker scores from third. Woodburn goes to third. And Fiker scoots over to second. That one just kind of bounced in front of the center fielder and then took an awkward bounce, which allowed Evans to go to second base. So still 1 out. Tampa's put 8 runs up and lead 13-2. So we thought a 5-run inning was big. This is an 8-run inning. 13-2 now, Tampa. Tampa now with 13 runs, 8 hits. Ball outside. Inside. Irigoyen at the plate. Ball outside. Spartans have batted around, which they would have if you've had 8 batters or 8 runs scored and only one of them out and 2 are on. So they've batted around plus. And Books now to the plate. Earlier this inning, Books doubled and scored. Or I should say he walked and scored, but he had a home run back in the third. Ball low. That one's down the line. Does it stay fair? No. Hooks down into the St. Leo bullpen. Rolls onto the field of play where Delgado will retrieve it and throw it in. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is still full. That one's hit out into center field. Giving chase is DeBrouwer. That should bring in another run. Tagging from third is Woodburn. He scores standing up. And the Spartans plate another run. Now 2 outs. Fourteen to 2, Tampa. Tampa might be hard pressed, but you never know with this team to duplicate. That one is hit high. It's going to be the 3rd out, but to duplicate last year's conference where they were 27-3 in the 30 games, ended up 55-10, national championship. That is the 3rd out of the inning. Spartans get 9 runs in the 5th, and we played 5. It's 14-2 Tampa.
2, 1.
Spartans back on the mound, or back on the field, I should say, but they have made a pitching change. Alex Lesh will come in to pitch for Tampa, number 11. See if we can get his numbers. Brings in a 1.29 ERA. This will be his 4th appearance of the year, all in relief. 7 innings of pitching so far. Given up 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 4, struck out 7. Lesh, another newbie on the roster. Comes from Monterey, Louisiana, by way of Delgado Community High School. Another one of the JUCO transfers.
Third game for Tampa to play second base number 25, AJ Gray, and play third base number 21, Jake Turner.
Spartans making a couple defensive changes.
And number 29, Drew Kennedy.
And we have a pinch hitter. No, it is not a pinch hitter. I believe Drew Kennedy is behind the plate for Tampa. He did that last night, spelling Irigoyen. Ball fouled off. I thought I heard them say Jake Turer went in at third base, replacing Fiker, which is nice. Give everybody a little break. Give as many a break before you play another game in 85-degree weather. Not only that, you're getting some players out there getting some competitive innings. Lesh fires. Little curveball in the dirt. 2-2. Rivera Martinez, a fly out and a walk. Ooh. And one off the kneecap or elbow.
I think it was the knee.
Knee? Okay.
Yeah, that one bounced off pretty high.
They stand in there and take them.
They do, yeah.
I'd bail out.
Might as well get the base.
I just think taking it off a bone like that has got to be tough.
They're probably so used to it.
So you need full contact track.
I know. I wish that was a thing.
Need some obstacles every so often.
Yeah.
I heard this comedian talking about the biathlon in the Olympics where you ski, stop and shoot, ski, stop and shoot.
Oh, really?
And he said,
I've never seen that.
We should do that for other sports like swimming. Swim a length, wrestle somebody.
Right.
Swim another length,
there
wrestle
should be
somebody.
Something like that. Someone's got to invent that.
Yeah. You know, maybe like for the 5K, you could run a little bit and then have an escape room.
Right. Yeah. Something like that.
Just
That'd
put
be
a little more
fun.
strategy into it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Swing and a miss. Full count. Ryan Jackson. Grounded out, struck out. 3-2. A little bit low. He takes a walk. And that'll put runners at first and second with nobody out. So Lesh has come in and hit a batter and walked a batter. Number 8 hitter Delgado to the plate. Noah Delgado. Struck out and doubled. Strike call, first pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that one. Ground ball foul. Stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. He might have tipped it foul. Doesn't. Yep, he did, but it doesn't matter. Kennedy caught it. 1 down. Number 9 hitter Odor steps to the plate. Flew out to left and flew out to left in his 2 appearances. And grounds this one to the pitcher. 2 down. Runners move up to second and third, but now 2 outs.
Center fielder number 8, Thomas DeBrouwer.
To the top of the order, DeBrouwer will come to the plate. Lash looks back, fires. A little bit high. And a little bit inside. And that one's blooped out into right field. Stays up long enough for Books to make the catch to win the inning. First 2 get on. Next 3 get out. We now played 5.5. It's still Tampa 14, St. Leo 2. Spartans.
We don't have any.
I didn't think. I
No
don't.
field events.
Okay.
Just like the running.
I didn't think I ever saw something.
Yeah, I don't know why. Four, three, two, one.
Bottom of the 6th we head. Gannett Carlson will lead off for Tampa. Ricky Odette on the mound for St. Leo. 14-2. Tampa on top. Spartans 14 runs, 8 hits. St. Leo 2 runs, 6 hits. First pitch is a ball. Spartans have benefited from 9 walks. They had 13 yesterday, so St. Leo's total getting up there again. They've hit 2 home runs in the day. And there's a base hit. Base hit number 9 for Tampa. Tampa with 2 doubles amongst their hits and 2 home runs. 5 singles. 1 batter hit by pitch. That one's hit foul. Soto on that one.
A little bit of an interesting windup from the pitcher, but It's always fun to watch a sidearm pitcher.
Yeah, definitely. A little off-speed pitch there. Ball that was hit foul stayed close to the field of play, so Tampa's sending a player down to retrieve it. Not on the field of play, it's foul, but they did go get it. That was hit down the line. If it stays fair, it could be dangerous. Gone! Javi Soto with a 2-run shot just inside the foul pole, and the Spartans take a 16-2 lead. That's the second homer of the season for Soto. Third home run of the day for Tampa. Jake Turr came in as a defensive replacement last inning, now getting a chance to bat. Or actually, it was the top of this inning. Strike call. Turr goes down the line, foul, right field. Goes reaching for that one, bloops it out into right field, long run, and falls in for a base hit. Hit it where they ain't.
Yeah. I thought he was going to get that one.
Yeah, he gave a good run.
Yeah. It was in a little bit of a weird spot.
That was Delgado coming in, Odor going out, and it fell right between the two of them. So now, still nobody out, man on first, 2 runs already in. That's hit out into left center, coming in, falling in for another base hit. Devin Goldberg in the pinch hit roll. First pitch, and he gets the base hit. Brings up A.J. Graham, who's come in to replace Braden Woodburn at second base. And Graham hits one out into center field.
Same spot.
Knocked down quickly by DeBrouwer, but they're going to send the runner home. Runners at first and third. Turr scores 17-2 Tampa. Spartans are not wasting any time. They're seeing a pitch they like. They're going after it.
Yep.
And another pinch hitter coming up for Tampa. So Jordan Evans' first game will be done. Dennis McCaffrey, a sophomore from New Jersey, Crawford High School. That sound familiar?
Dennis McCaffrey. Oh, Cranford?
Cranford.
Yeah, that's right near me, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
This will be his sixth at bat of the year, and he got hit.
Gets him right in the rib.
Again, you have to really minimize giving Tampa free bases.
Yeah.
A lot of walks, now a second or third hit batter. I mean, they're double digits on giving free passes.
Looks like Coach is coming out now.
Yep, and that's going to be it for Odette. It's got to be frustrating for Coach Keim. And he is going to make a change, so we'll step out and update you.
Three, two, one.
Now on the mound for St. Leo is Carson Pflugar, a sophomore from Franklin, Wisconsin, suburban Milwaukee. First batter he faces will be Drew Kennedy, who came in to catch in the top of the sixth. Did similar duty last night. Spartans up 17-2. Back when St. Leo scored 2, we thought, well, they tightened this game up, made it a game, 5-2.
Yep.
Spartans then have scored 9.
Yeah, they really pulled away.
And 3. And that hits Pflugar in the arm or elbow, and he will get a pass. And since the bases were loaded, a runner scores. Goldberg scoring.
Number 15, Jacob McCara.
And another pinch hitter coming in.
This is a tough spot to be in.
We believe,
Tough spot to be in.
looking at the stats, this is Pflugar's first mound appearance of the season, and he starts it off with a hit batter. It's Jacob McCara now coming up for Tampa. Fouls off the first pitch. McCara, 5th game of the year. This will be his 5th at bat. 2 runs scored, has a base hit. And he drove in a run. Now a little conference. Looks like the catcher got something in the eye. Rios. They may just take him out, and it looks like they are. They motion over to the third baseman, Jackson, and he may come in to catch. So Coach Keim may be making a few field adjustments. He was signaling that Odor, who's at second, come over to third. Jackson looks like he will go into catch, and they will need a second baseman. Tampa trainer walking over to see if he can help out. I didn't see exactly what happened, but this is an artificial turf field, and there's little rubber pellets.
Yeah.
Smaller than BBs, but sometimes when things hit, it throws them up into the air.
Yeah.
And that can hurt.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but
But he looked like he was rubbing his eye.
yeah, it's probably the little pellets that got in his eye.
And they actually do have to rake the playing field to reposition the pellets,
Right.
because the pellets are what hold the blades of grass up in the air. This is about the third season for Tampa to have the artificial turf. Bases will still be loaded with nobody out here in the sixth. 4 runs already in, 18-2 now. Graham will be at third, McCaffrey at second, Kennedy at first, McCara coming to the plate, and I believe Jackson, who was at third base, is going to catch.
Odor moves to third base. Now catching is number 10, Ryan Jackson. And entering the game to play second base is number 14, Kevin McDavis.
So Jackson goes from third to home, catching. Odor goes from second to third, and Kevin Nedved will go to second base. Nedved coming in, a senior from Batavia, Illinois. And the first pitch to McCara is a called strike. We're still in the sixth, 18-2 Tampa. Tampa has reached double-digit hits now, 13 hits. One ball, 2 strikes to McCara. Flugar on the mound. Looks good. No call, though. 2-2 now. Fouled off. Still nobody out. Runners all take their leads. Nobody being held on. And just missing now, 3-2. Those look so good from here.
Yeah. They do.
But nobody seems to think that down there. Tap foul. So the 3-2 pitch fouled off. And the 3-2 again. Ground ball out to second. Nedved turns a double play. Run scores, but they do get 2. 19-2. And Vanacek scheduled a hit. Let's see who's coming in. 28 coming in to bat for Tampa. Matthew Fogel, senior from Orlando, Florida. He's been with his squad for a number of years. Takes a ball outside. That one misses as well. 2-0. Drew Kennedy standing on third. Popped up. Does it stay in play? Giving chase is Rivera Martinez. And he caught it.
And he got it, yeah.
He disappears behind the dugout for our point of view. But they do make the catch. Ends the inning. The Spartans put up another 5 spot. And we have played 6. It is Tampa 19, St. Leo 2. So you don't just run out the door and start running.
Nah, we do a lot for the warm up. So like a 2 mile warm up and then just a lot of stretching.
You sprint? Do any short sprints
We
or
do some
anything?
like strides.
Do ya?
Yeah, like short sprints, just to get the body used to running fast.
And 3 miles, you're done in about 14 and a half, 15 minutes?
I'm trying to go under 15 today.
Under 15?
That's like the ultimate
Wow.
goal.
I mean, that's under 5-minute miles.
Yeah, 4:48 is like 15 flat.
Jeez.
So we'll see. 3, 2, 1. Good.
And to the top of the 7th. Alex Lesh still on the mound for Tampa. He got to sit for a while. Let's see if that affects him in any way. Kevin Nedved at the plate. Swing and a miss. Goes upstairs for that one, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pops it up, out of play. One-two pitch again. Off speed, fly ball, center field. Coming in is McCaffrey. And he makes the catch. Brings up Ryan Crivello. Shortstop. Fouls it off. Ball high. On the women's softball game, it is now 3-3, Tampa and St. Leo, bottom of the 6th. That game being played up in St. Leo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Crivello goes down. Nice job by Lesh. 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, St. Leo is just really struggling to put bat on ball.
Right.
It's tough.
I think we might have a pinch hitter. It's number 11, so Dylan Mass is out. It's Jake Carrillo, who played yesterday, started yesterday. Goes upstairs for that one, fouls it off. 0-2 now with 2 outs. Lesh looks in, goes in his stretch. 0-2 pitch, nobody on. Fly ball hit out into right field. Going back is McCara, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So just a quick 1-2-3 inning for Tampa. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It is 7th inning stretch time. And let's see what kind of music they give us today. Bottom of the 7th. Devin Goldberg at the plate. Got a base hit on the first pitch he saw last time up in the 6th. Coming in as a pinch hitter. So lines one down into the St. Leo bullpen. Goldberg's been in 5 games now. Did not have a hit or in a bat, and he's now 2 for 2 today. He's liking what he's seeing.
Beautiful hit.
Actually, I think that was Tobin Moran, not Goldberg, so they subbed for him. So that was Tobin Moran with the base hit. First hit as a Spartan, they were saying, over in the other side of the booth. Tobin Moran, a senior from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Went to Santa Fe College before coming here. Now at the plate is A.J. Graham. No, I think this might be a pinch hitter as well. I can't see the number. Casey King coming up now, so everybody's getting a chance here. Number 40, Casey King, a junior from Jacksonville, Florida. And that one is hit out into left field. Ball falls in front for a base hit, so everybody's getting in on the act. Jake Turr now coming to the plate. Spartans trying to even up the hit and run total. It's now 19 runs, 14 hits. 15 hits make it. They haven't stranded many. Only 5 runners have been stranded. There's a ground ball out to second. Nedved, and they got the double play. Nedved to Crivello to Rivera Martinez, and they did the old 4-6-3 for the double play. Rivera Martinez had to come off the base and apply the tag, but he did. So man on third, 2 outs now. Strike call. Ball high. Off-speed pitch, called strike. Whoa!
Wild pitch there.
That was so outside, or so inside, it was behind the back. I'm trying to look at the number. I thought 38. There is no 38 on the roster. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. Spartans, though, will take a 19-2 lead into the 8th inning. We come to the 8th inning now. Tampa up 19-2. I believe Kenny Robinson is pitching. And it is, no, it still says Alex Lesh. I'm sure it says 27, which would be Kenny Robinson. Spartans have made a whole bunch of changes. It appears as if Soto in left field is the only player still out in the lineup, but even he may not be out there. By the time they get it all straightened out, we'll see what we've got.
Pitcher for St. Leo, number 13, Luis Rivera.
Luis Rivera in as a pinch hitter for St. Leo, a junior from Oviedo, Florida. First pitch, a little bit low. It is Robinson on the mound for Tampa. Ball outside. Robinson, his second appearance of the year in relief, pitched an inning and struck out a batter. Has an ERA of 0 right now. Off-speed pitch, call strike, 3-1. Ball high, ball 4. Runner goes to first. And another pinch hitter coming up for St. Leo is number 34, A.J. Palgicia. See if I said that right. Let me find it. Bolsiglia. First pitch, swing and a miss. Throw over to first, back easily. Palgicia is a senior from Yonkers, New York. Taps that one foul.
A little bit of half swing there.
Back into the box. Robinson delivers. Good block by Kennedy. Man on first, 1 out. Top of the 8th, 19-2 Tampa. Good block by Kennedy there. Robinson, stretch, fires, swing and a miss. 1 out here in the 8th. Coming to the plate, number 10, Ryan Jackson. He stays in the lineup. Downtown with that pitch, strike one. In the dirt, 1-1. Fairly good sized lead off first. There's the pitch. And that one is another one off a kneecap. Or a thigh, anyway. Runners at first and second with one out. And coming to the plate is number 30, Nate Tidwell, a freshman from Homosassa, Florida.
I feel like there's been a lot of hit by pitches today, actually.
There have been, yeah. On the Tampa side, they've had 3, along with 9 walks. On the St. Leo side, they have had 2 with 3 walks. Tap foul. Two balls, one strike. One out, top of the 8th. Kenny Robinson on the mound for Tampa. Ball outside, now 3-1. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4, loaded the bases. And coming to the plate for St. Leo, number 17, Eli Vickers. Coming in as a pinch hitter. He did play last night. But first, Sam Militello out to the mound to talk to Robinson. You know, situations like this, even though it's 19-2, when you're coming in, relief pitcher, pinch hitter, whatever, I mean, it's your chance to shine.
Right, exactly.
For more playing time down the road. I'm sure that's what Sam's talking about. You know, show us what you've got.
Yeah, this is important for him.
We put you out there for a reason.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a good opportunity to showcase his skills.
Yep. And you need this game to get done so you can go stretch, I know.
Yeah. This is a long game.
Yep. We are 2.5 into it. Just normal game length. First pitch to Vickers is a ball. Swing and a miss there. So one out, bases loaded. We'll see if Robinson can get out of a jam here. Inside. No.
Oh,
They say it hit him.
My pitch.
Yeah. So at HBP, plates a run and keeps the bases loaded. And And coming to the plate is number 8, and that's DeBrouwer, the leadoff hitter. But first, Joe Urso comes out. This will be a pitching change. Right-handed pitcher jogging in from the bullpen. We'll take a break, and we'll Garrett Hill coming in to pitch for Tampa. Number 37 is a sophomore from Tampa, Plant High School. First appearance of the season. The first pitch, base hit, will bring in a run. And they're going to hold the runners up. Keeps the bases loaded, now a 19-4 game. Hill is a 6'3", 185-pound sophomore, a righty.
Second base number 14, Kevin McCavis.
And Hill fires. That ball's outside. Tap foul. Batting is number 14, Kevin Nedved. That one's popped up right field, giving chase. Does it stay fair? It is a fair ball. Just falls inside the line, out of the outstretched arms of the second baseman. Run scores, and the bases stay loaded. 19-5 now. I don't think the Spartans are in danger of giving up the lead, but I think Joe Urso would like to see them fine-tune a few things here. Hill in the stretch. Fouled off. This is Crivello back at the plate. And that's hit deep. Left field, going back to the wall. That is a grand slam for Crivello. Second grand slam of the day. And this makes it a 19-9 game.
That's home run number 4 this season for Ryan Crivello.
So we've seen a grand slam from each team. Soto for Tampa, Crivello for St. Leo. Ground ball. Ooh, that makes Hill do a little dance, and it's a base hit up the middle. So St. Leo coming to life. Unfortunately, it was in the 8th inning, trailing 19-2. They've now made it 19-9.
Yeah, that was a nice home run there. But, yeah, they got to
That was up there. It was way up on the netting.
Yeah.
Off speed, strike.
Looks like Hill's throwing a lot of off-speed pitches.
Ground ball fielded by Hill. Goes to second for one. Relay, double play will end the inning. St. Leo, though, adds to the score with a 7-run 8th inning. And through 7.5, it is now 19-9. Tampa leads St. Leo. We'll be right back. Oh, well. Bottom of the 8th we go. A.J. Graham will lead off for Tampa. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Pitch to Graham. Pops it up. Second base going out. Right field coming in. Center field coming in. And center field scoops in and makes the catch.
I thought they were about to collide into
It looked
each other.
like it, yeah. I think he actually cut behind the right fielder and reached over him.
Yeah. You'd think they'd have better communication, but...
Well, allegedly, your center fielder's the captain.
Right. Yeah, they kind of call the shots out there.
But sometimes there's a point in time where it's just too late
Yeah.
when you make the call. Ball outside. McCaffrey now at the plate. St. Leo will get one more shot at it. Top of the 9th. The other thing that happens in a game like this, even though the outcome probably not in doubt, Tampa's subbed just about every player. I think St. Leo's subbed just about every player out too. Is you can't tell them just make outs. Let's
Right.
get this thing over, because you don't want to be getting your chance to bat
Right.
and be told not to do anything. That one's hit into the gap, and it one hops to the wall. Heading into second is McCaffrey. He's just going to stay there. Solid ball between right and center. Thought it was going to go over the wall on the bounce, but it stayed in the park.
Catcher number 29, Drew Kennedy.
Drew Kennedy now to the plate. McCaffrey with the leadoff second. Kennedy fouls it off. Ball inside. Ground ball between first and second. Joe's going to send the runner home. McCaffrey scoots around third and stands up with the 20th run of the game. (20-9), Tampa on top. This is the season high in runs scored, besting last Saturday's game against Post, which was 19-8. It was also a 15-1 game in the season opener against Georgia College, and an 11-1 game. So Tampa has hit double digits now for the fourth time this year. Foul back. This is McCara at the plate now from Daniel Island, South Carolina. Taps that one foul. Just a freshman. And the pitch. Ball high. A look over at first. The pitch. Way outside. 3-2. Just missing.
A little bit low there.
Yep. That'll put runners at first and second now. Brings Matthew Fogel to the plate. And first pitch is a ball. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the eighth. Tampa 20, St. Leo 9. One 0 pitch. Ball. Two 0. Popped up. Playable. Second base. Moving over. And makes the catch. 2 down now. Number 14, Tobin Moran, fouls that one off. Strike call. 0-2 count now, 2 on, 2 out. Ball outside. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Stays 1-2. And we'll try the 1-2 again. Off speed, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Inning is over. We will head to the 9th. Last chance coming up for St. Leo. Tampa on top, 20-9. Your updates. I disconnected the internet.
AJ Valsiglia.
Valtiglia to the plate for St. Leo. First pitch is outside by Hunt. Ball high. Ball high, ball 4. Ryan Jackson now to the plate. First pitch, strike. That one's hit out into right center field, coming in and making the catch in right field for the first out of the inning. Tidwell now to the plate. Hunt sets. Man on first, the pitch, just missing outside. They're playing extra innings at softball. They're now in the 8th.
Ooh.
That one hit him in the helmet or the neck.
Yeah.
One way or the other, on base is Tidwell with the HBP. Ball outside. Kennedy has to dive for that one. That one's hit foul. Ball high. Two balls, one strike, one out here in the top of the 9th. St. Leo, though, with 2 on. Ball 3. No, it's a tall task to get back into this game with 1 out, trailing 20-9. Check swing. They said he went around. 3-2. Ball 4, loaded the bases. As I mentioned, getting some of these players getting playing time, Joe Urso wants them to come through and show what he can do.
Yeah.
DeBrouwer, leadoff hitter, still in the lineup, back at the plate. First pitch fouled off. Ball outside. One ball, one strike. DeBrouwer at the plate. Blocked. Now runner's going to try to come home, and he's going to make it as Kennedy not able to get the ball in time to make the throw. So it's 20-10. Ground ball. Graham at short. 2 down. Another run scores, 20-11. There's one hopper out to Graham. For the ball game, there it is. Tampa picks up the win. 20-11 is the final score. Tampa now 10-0 on the year, 2-0 in Sunshine State Conference play. St. Leo 11 runs, 2 10 hits. Tampa 20 runs, 17 hits. So Jackson, thanks for sitting in.
Thank you for having me on here, Chad.
Now
Had a lot of fun.
get over there and stretch now. You're
Yep.
running the 5K about 8, 9 o'clock tonight.
Yep, hoping for under 15 minutes. So.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to it.
Yeah, I'll be back, and hopefully we get under that goal.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Again, Tampa with the win. 20-11 is the final. Tampa now 10-0 on the year. St. Leo 8-4. So for Jackson Levine, this is Jack Ike saying thanks for joining us. And we've got a doubleheader, so in about 30